We begin with some breaking news tonight here in the Arizona's Family Newsroom. More than 360 people currently without power tonight in Tempe. A grass fire spread along the train tracks there south of Apache near McClintock. At one point, more than 1,600 people were without power tonight.
This is impacting at least 11 homes, mostly seeing damage to backyards and sheds. Stephen Sarabia is live at the scene tonight. Stephen.
Yeah, I just spoke with Tempe Fire. They tell me that the fire is contained. They're just working to put on hotspots, so many of those engines are beginning to leave. But just a quick look around the scene, you can still see that Cedar Street still remains blocked off. And you'll mention the power. According to SRP, they're expecting it to return by midnight, so we still have several hours there. So we also have footage from our Arizona's Family News chopper. They got aerial footage of that fire. Crews on scene tell me about 11 properties were impacted, most having damage to their backyards and sheds, and some homes were also damaged. The reason so many people were without power is because one of those power lines got damaged during the fire. Fire crews arrived to the area around 4 p.m. where they say that the fire sparked quickly and spread fast, stretching more than 300 feet. The fire happened between the tracks and the backyard vegetation of the properties, and these dry conditions only making it easier to burn.
Properties back up to the railroad tracks, and so they do have usually a thicker level of vegetation just to kind of shield that volume out, just kind of block the view a little bit. So a lot of what we're dealing with is oleanders, older trees, not necessarily the grasses or the brush that you would see in a typical brush fire.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Union Pacific, which operates the rail line, is working with first responders. I got the chance to speak to a couple who lives in that area whose fire reached into their backyard, and they said it was a rush to save their animals. We're going to hear more from them this evening, as well as provide more updates as soon as we get them this evening on Arizona's Family.
Glad to see that power is being restored to many of those folks out there tonight. Stephen, thanks.